Language is very critical for culture. In fact, research shows that if you change the language, you can change the culture. This is important about many cultures, including that of accident investigation. Many traditional accident investigations have placed blame and causality on people, whether or not it truly existed. So we have to ask ourselves, why is that? And it turns out that there is definitely a language link. The English language has a strong affiliation for secret agents. An agent is the doer of an action, which results in an event. For example, in the sentence, Mary breaks the egg, Mary is the agent of the action, breaking the egg. But what if the egg breaks accidentally, and Mary is not the cause? Will Mary still be the agent of the action? It turns out that in the English language, this may be the case. Linguistic researcher Lyra Borditsky says, "What it means to be an agent does not appear to be a stable, universal property of events in the world. What people see and believe to be an agent is constructed in context." Linguistic research has shown that English is a more agentive language than other languages, such as Spanish and Japanese. One study had English and Spanish-speaking subjects watch silent videos of events. 4 videos showed events where a man had the balloon that accidentally popped, and 4 showed a man intentionally popping a balloon. Both Spanish and English speakers used agentive language to describe the intentional act. He popped the balloon. Spanish speakers were likely to describe the accidental events non-agentively as the balloon popped. Bilingual speakers were also likely to use non-agentive forms of description. However, English speakers were likely to say, "He popped the balloon," making the man the agent of the accidental action. Similar studies were done with Japanese speakers, and it had similar results. In addition to the English speakers' inclination to assign causal agents, it was also found that they have a stronger memory for agentive descriptions. Subjects were shown photos of a woman and the phrase, "She burned the toast," or "the toast burned." Subjects were found to remember the person that was associated with the agentive phrase better than the one paired with the non-agentive phrase. If English speakers are hardwired through language to look for causal agents, it is likely that traditional accident investigations will find them, even if there was not a clear intentional action resulting from agency. Accident investigation guides can even encourage this tendency to apply agency. Take, for example, the serious accident investigation guides previously used by the Forest Service. In the very first paragraph of Chapter 1, the guide says, "The causes of most accidents or incidents are a result of failures to observe established policies, procedures, and controls." This is secret agency at its finest. The cause of the accident must be the failure of human agents. The agentive word failure is a strong word that implies blame in human agents, which is different than when the word is applied to machines. A good example of this secret agency happened in the 30 Mile fire accident investigation. Under this investigation's significant people findings section, it says that there was a failure to adequately anticipate the severity and timing of the burnover, and failure to utilize the best location and proper deployment techniques. They also said that there was a failure to properly close a potentially hazardous area. In the significant management findings section, the report says, all 10 standard fire orders were violated or disregarded at some time during the course of the incident. Also, 10 of the 18 watch-out situations were present or disregarded at some time during the course of the incident. After the reports were finished and released to the organization and the public, this assignment of agency influenced readers of the report, who then blamed and punished those closest to the accident. Some firefighters were fired, and one was prosecuted and sentenced by a federal judge, which was unprecedented at the time. The learning review process acknowledges this tendency to assign agency to humans, even when there is no causal link. This is why the learning review does not look for causes, and instead looks for conditions that may have influenced decisions and actions. This takes the need for causal attribution out of the equation and allows for a rich learning culture to develop. Now that you know how easy it is to assign secret agents, watch your own tendency to fall into this trap of language and do your best to keep it out of the learning review.